Yo, what is up, Crockxen clan members, fairy tale fans, and others who will stumble upon this video? I'm SoresanCrockxen here to review episode 81 of series 2. Now, this episode, I liked it. I really did. But there's some things in there that just kind of flowed weird with me. So, for example, we have the Laxus Tempesta fight, where basically the conclusion of it. Now, this is kind of following up from what happened last episode. Now, I get what they were trying to do. I get it. I understand, and I applaud them for doing it. They were trying to do the whole Laxus is in a weakened state, and he can't be at his full potential. I get it. The problem is, the fight felt kind of sloppy. What I mean by that is, you would have Laxus, like, I mean, both of them were talking smack. That's not something that we're going to take away from them. But they were both, but you had Laxus do this thing where he would power up, and dude, like, he's like, I'm going in, and then, like, he'll get, like, 1 or 2 hits in, and then all of a sudden, he's like, down again. He's like, Like, I get the reason why they were doing it. I get it from a story perspective. But it made the fight flow really, really weird. And, I don't know, personally, I just don't like seeing Laxus in such a bad state. I really don't. I've gotten really attached to the character over the years. Because they have done a fantastic job of fleshing him out and working the character and, like, improving him, and, like his character now is, like, miles away from what he started off as, like, so it's, like, it feels weird to see him in that state, because we've always, like, thought of Laxus as, you know, you have Gildarts as the strongest, but then Laxus is, like, right behind him. So, like, to have the second strongest member of the guild, like, in such a weakened state, it flows weird to me. But at the end of the day, he did win in the most, the craziest way possible. There was actually a translation error. I'm surprised I caught it, too. Because the way it ends is that, you know, Tempesta, you know, gets punched in the face. Blood spatters onto Laxus' jacket, which then, that's the thing I was questioning, like, why the fuck, how the fuck the jacket's still on him? It was for that reason, so he gets the blood on it. But the point is, he got the blood, gave it to Gajit, he's about to go down, and then, like, Tempesta gets back up, and he's like, I regenerate really fast, my body is the strongest of all the demons, because it's constantly getting energy, blah, 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 nonsense, and you can only defeat me by basically killing me in one blow. Okay. First off, that's a bad villain. That's like the worst thing you could do as a villain is exploit your weakness. Because, you know, the places, there's water everywhere. So Laxus used that to his advantage. And the translation error is that when he did the roar, his breath roar attack, he said it right. It was, you know, lightning, roar of the lightning dragon. But the translation wrote it as the roar of the fire dragon. I was like, huh, that was weird. That was weird. The translation error, but I mean, it happens. It happens, okay? It just happens. Even professionals mess up sometimes, okay? I'm not attacking Crunchyroll. They always do a fantastic job, but mistakes happen. Tempesta dies, spreads his anti-magic particles bullshit, and then Grave all of a sudden is like super god tier now because he froze all the anti-magic particles out of nowhere, and I was like, when the heck did Grave even show up? And, like, I don't know. I feel like Gray just shifted again. Like, I feel like Gray's character is so inconsistent because he's always flip-flopping the way he is. So right now he's like full on like dark, serious mode. And I'm like, I'm gonna avenge my father kind of thing. I was like, bruh, like he didn't say that, but that's the kind of mode he's in. He's always like either campy or like very like dark and moody, and that's like, I don't know. It's like when Natsu does it, he's not like full on like I'm gonna kill somebody mode. I mean, he is eventually like that's his point, is to kill somebody for hurting one of his friends. But it's like Gray feels like he's in full on revenge mode, and it's like, I don't know, it just doesn't fit him very well. Like I'm not looking forward to seeing this side of Gray. Like, I'll just say that right now. And then we had some, you know, Erza and Minerva stuff. They finally get to the control room. The chairman is still doing shit, which I was like, huh? I thought keys, like, that made no sense. And then Celia and Kyoka showed up, and I was like, I thought Sayla was dead, and I was like, what the fuck? Honestly, I thought she was dead. I really was. That was the thing that I was like when I saw her, I was like, I thought she died. Like, didn't Elfman kill her? I thought that was the whole point of the, Mita and Sayla fight is that I don't fucking know. I really don't understand why she was still alive. It made no sense. But then, like, Mita Jane comes out of nowhere and attacks Sayla, causing her to, like, basically lose all her power. And so Minerva's like, she can't do anything because she's too hurt. And so, like, it's going to be like an Ersa versus Kyoka fight, which is basically what I've been wanting to see. Like, that's the thing I always wanted to see anyways. But the plan is technically in full-on motion. The chairman was able to finish before he basically died again for, like, the third time. I'm just looking forward to how it's going to go. We didn't see any Sting Rouge stuff, which kind of disappointed me, but I'm glad that they're kind of focusing a little bit more. We had the Laxus fight, and then the end was just setting up for the Ersa Kyoka rematch, which, I mean, it's going to be great. I'm not going to deny that. Any Ersa fight is amazing. But, like, it really hurts me that my dream match of seeing Ersa versus Minerva v Kyoka is never going to happen because Minerva's now officially a good guy. I can't wait to see her dad come back. That's gonna be. I want to see how she's gonna react because that's in the opening. Like, her dad shows up again, so we'll see how that goes. I'm looking forward to this episode next week. But just that, it's just weird. There's just a lot of weird parts in there. Like, I don't know. Like, see, the worst part about, like, I'm gonna say this right now. The worst part about the whole Laxus Tempesta fight is the fact that Laxus had a flashback. And in this flashback, Natsu basically was yelling at him outside the door while they were in the recovery room, telling him how he eats shit all the time and he's fine. He always overcomes it. But Laxus was still basically dead. Like, that didn't help. The flashback, the only thing that flashback did was allow him to get that one punch in, which caused him to spout out the blood. But even then, he was still on the ground. Like, the only reason why he even got up was because Tempesta was holding him. Like, well, he was holding on to Tempesta, and Tempesta, like, picked him up. And then after that, Laxus had to, or Gaji had to carry him. So it's like, I don't know what the point of that flashback was. I really don't. I mean, if you're going to say that, you can eat whatever, then at least prove it, because otherwise it just feels so out of place. But that's just me. Like I said, I still like the episode. I just nitpicked a little bit. But at the end of the day, I still love the series. That's not going to end. So. But yeah, guys, that's going to be it for this review. Thank you guys so much for watching. Link in the description where you go watch the episode on Crunchyroll.com. And as always, my name is SoresanCrockxen, and I'll see you guys in future videos.